Big fella! Big
Oh,
fella!
we good.
Sit down, big fella!
If you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, I want you to do one thing. Look at NFL.com, look at your Instagram, look at your Twitter, anywhere you get your football news. Look at where it says Nelson Agholor takes a one-year deal with the Oakland Raiders. First of all, it's obvious who won at this thing. Whoever won at this thing was obviously the Philadelphia Eagles. You get your inconsistent ass first round receiver out this fucking team because he's done nothing. He can't read routes. He can't beat anybody deep. There's barely times he's been useful other than the Eagles Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl run back in 2018. There's nothing he's been doing. Even the times that he's been great, he's been mediocre at best. Or at least his 2017 campaign that got Carson Wentz when he was actually healthy and he only started 10 games when he racked up a long percentage with his longest being at least 80 to 3 yards. He's barely even the first option out of Alshon Jeffrey, even when he was hurt for majority of the season. And still, when Alshon Jeffrey was hurt, he was supposed to at least be that prime option thanks he was a veteran receiver getting drafted back in 2015, and now here he is at the age 26. And he still started a rack of 10 games after starting a full season back in 2018, making a wild card run and still putting up stats okayish, but pretty well for us for coming from a Super Bowl season. And now here he is starting 10 of 11. Yeah, and he only been targeted 69 times and only racked up at least 39 receptions, 363 yards, with only 3 touchdowns out of his name, being from practically red zone plays or play action, or how else Carson Wentz was desperate to score than chucking the ball to see if any of his pedestrian third seed receivers would catch the football, or just giving it up to just Zach Ertz for a better chance because they had no other deep threats or a player other than Alshon Jeffrey or some of the other decent young receivers that they picked up from the 2019 draft. And now here it is. Not only you get the mediocre package of Mariota, you get the mediocre package and inconsistent package of Nelson Aguilar that has nothing except practically his frame that's more impressive than most of his stats. So he just came from his Super Bowl time, but his first 2 seasons practically doing better than his. Oh my god, he nearly put the same stats in his second year to his last season in the Eagles. He is shit. Why are we giving him this much faith when it's obvious when a quarterback has a hot hand? This is when Aguilar is at his best, not when he's actually facing up against top of the line quarterbacks. When he actually has a deep play in mind, he can't catch the ball from deep. There's nothing useful about Nelson Aguilar with his ugly ass. He really thinks that he's that good, but he's not, and it's obvious coming from his catching ratio that continues to drop to get up at the time when they hit the Super Bowl to go down from a consistent 65 to 66% to at least worse than his best play worse than his best when he only got 52% as a sophomore and a rookie to 56% to his 5th year as an experienced wide receiver. And Emmanuel Sanders played better. Hell, fucking Deshaun Jackson played better, and he only played 1 week out of 16 for a majority of his return season to the Philadelphia Eagles since getting injured from, I think he had an ankle injury. So, yeah, oh my god. This is just tough. This is just good. This is just so great for the Eagles to finally get a clean sweep of cancer. They get the cancer out. So, good for the Philadelphia Eagles. Plus, getting Darius Slay, they're obviously trying to make some prime directions. I think the rest is obviously O line protection. Getting a decent second string quarterback. I mean, they did lose Nick Foles. I think they still have Nate Sudfeld, but that's obviously not the option that they probably are going for. Lost up on Colt McCoy. They had Mark Sanchez. I didn't even know why in the hell they had Mark Sanchez the time when they were in the wild card game. It was just a rough game to watch anyway if you were an Eagles fan, because just see Wentz leave after soldiering his team to another playoff season. And this time he played, and yet he gets injured. The football gods do not love Carson Wentz, but I think he's a great quarterback. He should be a great quarterback, and he has the skills to do it. I'm just hurt every time he gets hurt, and he's just one of the more promising quarterbacks there is to watch in the NFL, especially coming out of the NFC East, because he's currently the best one out of Dak Prescott, just chucking up footballs and Daniel Jones still being unproven next to Dwayne Haskins. So he's currently the best quarterback in the NFC East, in my opinion. So yeah, I'd rather trust Carson Wentz than Dak Prescott. Uh, Anything else? This was a great signing. This is a great departure from the Eagles, and not a good signing for the Raiders. I don't even know what the hell they're doing. They keep getting inconsistent has-beens. They already got Eli Apple. Why in the hell do you need Nelson Aguilar? Is your strategy to pick up jokes? I guess. Well, whatever names that you want to sign over the off season, do whatever you guys want. I mean, you're a reloaded kid team before they think of bringing you to LA like every other West Coast AFC team that's doing mediocre or missed the playoffs after making the Super Bowl the previous year, the Rams. So yeah, that's practically it. That's some DST news that's going to be shown probably this morning or later on in the day. So take it as you will. That's practically my thoughts on the Nelson Aguilar signing. Thank you for watching. There will be more NFL news across the off season. So thank you for watching. Hope you like, comment, subscribe, join the DST Nation.